Hi, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make salsa. So this salsa is actually from tomatoes that I'm growing out in the garden. These tomatoes I'm growing from seed that I saved from a grocery store tomato. So the whole time they've been growing, I've been trying to figure out if it was a determinate or an indeterminate variety. It turns out they are a determinate variety, which means it puts on fruit all at once. They all ripen around about the same time, and then that's the end of the plant's life cycle. I've harvested quite a few tomatoes already. This is just a small harvest that I'm getting today. These plants overall have done really well considering the weather and our climate. We're right towards the end of our tomato season. So the leaves on here are pretty curled up because of the extreme heat. Some of the tomatoes are cracking because of our thunderstorms, and it's just not the ideal time to grow them. But however, it's a really productive plant. I'm getting lots and lots of tomatoes. They look really good. They taste really good, which is the important part. And yeah, so we're going to dive into the salsa. So here I have some tomatoes, I have lime, I have garlic, I have jalapenos, I have onion, salt, and sugar. So to start, you're going to dice up the tomatoes. Now, how big or small you dice this is completely up to you, is whether or not you want a chunkier salsa or more of a thinner consistency of tomatoes. So you get the tomatoes diced up nicely, and we don't waste tomatoes. You work hard to grow them, use the whole tomato. Look how nice. Alright, so we got the tomato all diced up. Then we go in with our jalapeno. This is actually a jalapeno from out in the garden. If you want, right now you can remove the seeds. The seeds are what give jalapenos their spice. Removing the seeds will give it a milder taste. I'm leaving the seeds in because I like spice. So you dice up your jalapeno, get that in there, and then we're using about half of this onion. I'm gonna peel it and get it diced up as well. Alright, so we got tomato, jalapeno, onion. I'm going to use one peg of garlic here. You crush it to get the paper off. And I'm using a grater, and I'm just going to grate this 1 clove of garlic over the bowl here. Now keep in mind, if you have a food processor, you can use that. Just basically toss all the ingredients into the food processor and do it that way. But I like a thicker consistency for my salsas, so I hand chop them. It really doesn't take that long, and I just like the texture of it. Then you have your lime. You squeeze your lime in there. And this is about half a teaspoon of sugar, and then we use a little sea salt. And the last thing I'm adding is some cilantro. I have cilantro I saved from the garden, and I just stuck it in a sandwich bag in the freezer. So we take that out, dice it up, and put it in the salsa. Freezing is actually a really good way to preserve some of the foods that you grow out in your garden. I haven't quite figured out canning yet. I'm not sure I would even like canning, so the freezer is my go-to method of preserving food. So you have all your ingredients in there, you mix it up. And at this point, if you wanted to add more onion or more jalapeno or anything like that, you would just taste it to see where it is. If you need more lime, you can add more lime. I don't use exact recipes, I just go by taste. Just in everything I cook, I taste it to see how it is. I like where it is right now, and this is the finished product. Super easy way to use up some of the stuff that you grow out in the garden. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you try this recipe out. And until next time, bye.